If you slice tomatoes and whole tomatoes into the soil separately, what will happen? You can see it. After spraying water, the sliced tomatoes on the left rot significantly faster. Here's why. The protective effect of the peel is lost after slicing. Make the pulp. Increased contact area with soil and air. More susceptible to microbial attack. Wait until the whole tomato on the right is completely rotten. Sliced tomatoes on the side. Many shoots have sprouted, but because it is buried too deep, the seedlings have not been able to break through the constraints of the soil. At the same time, miracles happen to the tomato on the right. A seedling struggled to emerge from the rot, brought a touch of life to this little flower pot. At the same time, more and more seedlings are popping out one after another. Rotten tomatoes produce a lot of organic matter. This also makes the soil very fertile, so the seedlings also look healthier. But this slow growth rate, I'm afraid you won't be able to eat ripe tomatoes next year. I want to be on my balcony. They grow very productive tomatoes. It's not that hard. First, we collect some discarded plastic buckets. Flat on one side. Use the front and back of the plastic cup to compare the opposite. Draw 2 circles. Then cut into the circle. You end up with one big and one small circular opening. And put some drain holes in the bottom. You get a simple flower pot. Then I got some plastic bottles. After cutting the bottom into the shape of a lid, use a soldering iron to put holes in the surroundings. Put it on the smaller hole. It is convenient for subsequent drip irrigation of tomato plants. After installation, you can add nutrient soil to the flower pot. Then, transplant the nurtured seedlings into pots one by one. Just plant a seedling in one pot. After all transplanting, pour water over the surface. Enable seedlings to quickly adapt to new environments. After 20 days, the tomato plant has successfully passed the seedling stage. To promote the growth of plants, increase flowering and fruit hanging rates. At this time, you need to apply an organic fertilizer to the roots of the tomato. Remember to water on time during the nutrient soil period. The time has come to the 60th day. The tomatoes have bloomed one after another. The frequency of watering should be properly controlled at this time. Avoid excessive moisture, because the soil growth and fallen flowers and fruits of the plants. And the tomato is a self-pollinating plant. It doesn't usually require pollination. But in order to make nutrients, able to concentrate the supply of tomatoes. Here we also need to prune off some branches and leaves at the root. Avoid competing with the fruit for nutrients. At the same time, some young buds of the plant should also be removed together. Under patient care. On the 90th day, the tomato harvest arrived. Tomato fruit at this time. There are already quite a few. Turned into a little red lantern. And those green tomatoes will start to mature one after another. At this time, it can be harvested according to the maturity. Learned friends, hurry up and plant. There will be an endless supply of tomatoes all summer long.